It's been a long time since I posted a video, but I just want to take this time and thank everybody for following me, everybody for subscribing to my channel, and everybody who gave support. I just want to say thank you. Now, since my last video, a lot of things has happened, and I've been faced with several things. One of the things that I've been faced with is someone was using my identity. They had opened up credit card accounts and did numerous other things in my name. So when I found this out, excuse me, I had to contact the credit bureaus and go through all the steps of freezing my credit, putting the fraud alert out, and interacting with all three credit bureaus, emailing back and forth, things of that nature. But it takes up a whole lot of time when you're doing this. Now, in the process of this, I kept having to go back to my credit reports. And one of the things that I started noticing in my credit report was how they had every single address that I ever lived at, every house I ever owned. And I know many years ago, looking at my credit report, they would go back, maybe have about 20 years of addresses. But now, I noticed they went well beyond that. But one of the things that I noticed about the addresses is they had my current address listed as a previous address. Now, my first thought on it was that it's just a mistake that they done made, because they always got some type of mistakes on there. Small things like that. But as I kept reading, I noticed they had my current address is Black Oak Avenue in Ohio. Now, this is my ex-wife's house. I haven't lived there since our divorce in 2011. So why would they have this as my current address? Now, as I read on, they said current address as of January of this year. Now, when I began to analyze these credit card accounts that was opened in my name, they all got dates. Well, the first credit card, the date was January of this year. Now, wait a minute. If they got my current address, it's January of this year, as of January of this year, and the first credit card was open January of this year, what does that tell you? It don't take no rocket science to find out or figure out who it is that's been using my credit to run up credit card bills. Now, the thing about this is, when I first got wind that somebody was using my credit, it was because I was checking my credit score, and my credit score had dropped 200 points. And I started looking into my credit report, and that's when I seen all this. Now, the last person that I would even think would be running up credit cards in my name would be her. I mean, it's been 12 years since we've been divorced. But not only that, she been making 6 figures a year for 19 years. You think about that. So why would she need to run up credit cards in my name? It don't make sense. And then it dawned on me. We get divorced in 2011. Not long after that, I get a call from my daughter. I don't know if it was months later or a whole year later, but my daughter was still in high school at the time. She called. She said, "Hey, Dad, you got some mail here." And I'm, just thinking, what could it be? Because I done already got my address or my mail transferred. She said, "Oh, it's from a credit card company, and it feel like it's a card in there." So anyway, I'm like, okay, I'll get it whenever I get around to it. But my mind, this is what I'm thinking. You know how a lot of times these credit card companies will send you out a card with your name on it, but they tell you you've been approved, but you really still have to get approved because they just fishing? That's what I thought it was. So I didn't think nothing of it. Now, the next time that I talked to my daughter, she said, "Dad, when my mama found out I told you about the credit card, she was going off on me about it." And she said, not only was she going off on me, she had her and her friend. Both of them was going off on me just because I told you about some mail you had. Now, I'm looking at this because why would you be going off on this child just for telling her father you got some mail there? That don't add up to me. See, the reason they was going off because way back then, she was filling out credit card information or my information to get credit cards in my name way back then. And see, by my daughter telling me about the mail I got, she busted. That's why her and her friend was going off on her. But why? Why is it that you making 6 figures, but you filling out credit cards in my name? It don't make sense. Now, here's the thing about it. Now, I let the situation go. Time go by. I look up. It's 2016. The beginning. 2016. Been 5 years, I've been gone. And in this time frame, I'm living my best life. I ain't got no drama. I ain't got no money problems. I got multiple streams of income. I'm living. Now, I get my light bill in the mail. Now me, I pay all my bills on time. Never late, not one time in all them years since I left that house. I open up my light bill and the light bill say $9,700. Well, I'm thinking in my mind, these people that made a mistake, all I got to do is call them and straighten this out. So I called them. And they say, well, this light bill is from your other address, Black Oak Avenue. I said, whoa, I ain't lived here in 5 years. How that light bill got something to do with me? But that's when it dawned on me. I forgot. When I left there, the lights was on in my name. But still, how's the bill $9,700? The lady explained to me. She said, look, from what I see here is somebody signed up for a heating assistance program back in 2011, right after I left. And she explained to me in this program what happens no matter how much your bill is. $200, $300, $400 a month. All you required to pay is $100 a month, and you ain't got to worry about the rest of that bill as long as you in this program. But she said the bill don't go away. Anytime that you don't reapply for the program, that entire bill becomes due. And from what I see, this is what has happened. So she referred me to the program to call them and contact them because I had not signed up for no program. So when I contact these people, they said, yeah, somebody signed up for this program in my name, acting like they was me back in 2011. She went as far as to tell me they even had a letterhead from a job I was working in. Now, we end up talking about this for a while, and she ended up sending me the actual letterhead that was used to get in this program. But what they couldn't do, she said, for whatever reason, they couldn't send me a copy of the driver's license used. So I'm going back and forth between them and the electric company about getting this bill off of me, because it's not mine. But the only thing that mattered was it was in my name. They didn't care about somebody else signed up for this program. All they cared about was this $9,700 bill. Now, can you imagine the state of mind I'm in at this point? I've been gone 5 years. Got me a little apartment. I'm living good, pay my bills on time every month. And then I'm hit with this $9,700 bill that they saying I gotta pay. Now here's my problem with this. When me and this woman divorced, I had a lawyer tell me that I can get half of everything in this divorce with no problem. I told him I didn't want it. He went on to say, look, don't you walk away from this with nothing. He said, look, based on my calculations, right now, you can get half of her retirement fund, which is no less than $50,000. I walked away and said, the hell with it all, she can have it. She needed more than I do. And at this point, it was obvious. Because here it is, I've been gone 5 years. She making over $100,000 a year, and she doing stuff like this committing fraud about petty credit cards, about a light bill. Now, I was so angry behind all this. I wasn't finna walk away and let them get away with this. See, because I found out it was her and her family members that done this. Same family member she told me years ago was this religious woman. But she's so religious, but she always in this low-down stuff. Always involved in some type of scam. She told me this. And when this happened, I found out she right in the middle of this. So I wasn't finna let them walk away. They didn't even know it. Because this is what happened when you dealing with these old toxic people. They got this thing in their mind that they can do things or say things to you or about you. And they ain't done no wrong. They didn't know the wrong they had done me. I ain't touched me this time. I wasn't letting them get away. It was so funny to watch them walk around without a care in the world. And they didn't even know. It was a maniac watching them. The only thing that stopped me, the fact that I was living my best life. I had went out the year before and paid cash for a house in Detroit. And I packed up everything. And I got up out of there. Because if I didn't, my next stop was jail. You know, toxic people, man, they so damn foolish. Now, I end up letting this go. All of it. Came to Detroit. Ain't thought nothing else about it. I got in Detroit in 2016, right after this. It's 2023, about to be 2024. Literally 2024 in a couple of days. So that means it's been 8 years that I let this go. And here we are. Once again, then use my name to run up numerous credit cards and get a small loan. Now, it's been 3 occasions since I've been gone. This didn't happen. The only problem, the thing about this time, because when all this first took place and I was in contact with the credit bureaus, fraud alert, freeze on my credit, I'm disputing all these credit card accounts. But as time went on, because they emailing me every few weeks responding to what I'm disputing, and we back and forth. But as I'm checking my credit report, it's still activity on the credit cards. This been going on for a couple of months now. So, if they still allowing activity on the credit cards, what does that tell you that's going on still using the credit cards. She's still using the credit cards. The companies is still allowing it. Well, why? Because see, when you use a credit card, what's happening? You go to the gas station, you swipe that card at the pump, you on camera. You go buy something at the mall, wherever, swipe that card, you on camera. You order something from Amazon, eBay, any place that you ordering it from. Guess what? The card is connected to your phone, your computer, your laptop, your tablet. And then the package is coming to your address where they taking a picture of the package and your address. It looks like they setting her up. Ain't gonna be no, that wasn't me. I ain't have to do that. I make 6 figures a year. You can say it all you want. Because if you make 6 figures a year, why you keep doing this? What is your excuse? The excuse is the same as it always been. You don't know how to manage money. You don't save money, no matter how much she make. See, to really understand this, man, like I just told you, it's been 19 years of her making money like this. And when you really think about it, in 19 years, you making $100,000 19 years ago. That's your take-home pay. How many raises? How many promotions did you get in 19 years? So we can assume she probably bringing home $150,000, $200,000. But then you go out here and commit this petty fraud for some credit cards to run up a few $1,000s. You risk it all for this. You got to be a damn fool. See, 19 years, man, all this money. When you got a 1 and a 9, it's many wise men that tell you, when you see a 1 and a 9, it's something secret to be unfolded. Now let me tell you something. The secret, we're going to unfold it today. Let me give you the backstory on all this and how it all started.